Hey everybody, Shavin' Nobody Else's Auto. 7 o'clock Tuesday evening, time to do some Toy Tuesday. Thought we'd start off a little bit differently tonight since I had the signs lit up. Thought we'd leave everything dark and kind of show that off. We'll get some more of them lit up some other times. We got the Plymouth, the Chevy, some other cool stuff we can light up in the dark. Makes things look kind of cool. But tonight, we've got a cool old parts cabinet we're going to check out, as well as some toy dump trucks. Number one's here with us. Peter from Oz is on with us. So, Lee from New York made it. So we got some kind of cool stuff to check out tonight. I got junk laying everywhere. We got all kinds of stuff we need to look at. But Leo's here with us. Alan from Arizona. Glad to see all you guys jumping back on with me and checking out what we've got tonight. Bill Disc, Randy's on. David W. Lots of regulars here tonight. Glad you guys made it tonight. Jumping on quick tonight. So got kind of some different things. This parts cabinet is kind of a cool deal. Bud's here with us. Something that we've talked about these pieces before. Brian Dispatch is on, and I came across this parts cabinet at an auction a couple weeks ago. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, this has to deal with an accessory that we've talked about in the past. Does anybody remember? Jess is here with us on Joe. I know Jess will remember this since she's here. Does anybody remember the Southwind heaters? Yeah, the ones you like hooked into your gas line and it poured gas into your car and lit it on fire. Number one, puck drops at 7, so he's going to be watching hockey. So Alan NC made it tonight. But yeah, the Southwind heater, Eric's here, literally had a steel line that ran through your firewall up to the carburetor, teed in with the fuel line. Ryan and Amy are here. And literally fed gas to this little heater inside your car and lit it on fire for heat. Hey, what can go wrong? That's right, Leo. It was kind of a rolling bomb if things didn't happen right. Randy remembers him. He's got some VWs with him. X-Ray Dean's here with us tonight. Well, that's what this parts cabinet is. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was super cool. So I had to buy it. It was at an auction. So we're going to check that out as well as some more cool toys. Plus there's signs and there's all kinds of stuff laying around here. We'll see how things go tonight. But definitely got the parts cabinet. Definitely got some cool dump trucks to check out. So let's flip this thing around and start off with this parts cabinet. And there it is. Parts cabinet, Southwind car heater. An original accessory cabinet for the Southwind heater. We can see it has it on there. This has the Stuart Warner labels on each side of it. This is a factory original cabinet that would have been in a repair shop literally to work on Southwind heaters. I mean, hey, what could go wrong? You had a fire inside of your car. Why would you need any work? Yeah. Gee, I wonder why. So anyway, Randy's digging it, but let's take a look inside of this thing. It does still have some bits and pieces in it, nothing super exciting, but I thought the look was great. I haven't even cleaned it up. I just got it at an auction about a week and a half ago. I thought, man, this thing, I don't know what I'm actually even going to do with it, but it's pretty cool. So this top lid actually flips up. And I don't know what was supposed to be in there, but it's empty right now, but you could just literally slide stuff in there. Now these drawers, and some of these drawers even still have stuff in them. We open this up, you can kind of see still has all of the parts labels and a ton of pieces in this little cabinet. Lee's digging it too. The little fittings, the nuts, the bolts, the washers. Pete's here with us. The next drawer, this is kind of full of miscellaneous. It's actually kind of a mess. I don't know if it's all supposed to be like that or not. Brian Dispatch has almost got a viewer box ready for us even as well, so that's cool too. So, like I said, more knickknacks and things in there. I don't even know what all that stuff is for. To be honest with you, some of that stuff we probably don't want to know what it's for, because that means you might be running one of these things that is pumping gas into your car. In here, there's some of these cool old parts jars with knickknacks and stuff in them. Yeah, Pete sees the Camaro behind us. None of these really, some of these had names on the tops of the lids, but this batch does not. And then more miscellaneous over on this side. Number one, those are the things that mechanics make art collages out of. Yeah, that's true. And in the bottom drawer, came all the way out. It actually has several sets of these mounting brackets in them, still in the box. We'll open one of them up. These aren't that exciting, but it is kind of cool to see these things still in here just the way they've been. It was like it was $1.86 maybe for the mounting hardware. And that's what it had in it. I assume these sleeves were probably to go through the firewall or something, or maybe they were air ducts. I bet those were like a defrost type duct or some sort of an air duct. Had these little brackets with it. And then this mounting bracket assembly as well. So several of these accessory hardware boxes still in here in the cabinet. But there it is, the Stuart Warner Southwind parts cabinet for your car heater that would literally just pump gas into your car and light it on fire to generate heat. Sounds like a great plan, I guess. So anyway, it's a neat piece. It is, a decent sized cabinet. We can kind of turn it a little bit here. You kind of see it's got some depth to it. It is all metal. Back when all this stuff was metal, none of this stuff is plastic. None of the drawers are plastic. None of the trays are plastic. It's all actual real steel metal. This thing would have sat on the counter either in a parts department or in a repair shop. And that's literally what they would service these heaters with. New knob's still in there. I guess that's plastic. Other than that, pretty much all metal. So, there's the parts cabinet I want to start off with tonight. Now, let's check out some toys. I've got some dump trucks set out for tonight that are pretty cool. Does the top lid say catalogs? Nope, it doesn't say anything about catalogs. Lee, it'd be cool to spoil the heater. Yeah, I actually do have some heaters, so big job just made it home. Glad you're on, because we're just getting ready to do some dump trucks. So I'm sure you're going to like dump trucks. But the Southwind heater cabinet, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if, I maybe even able to use some of the hardware out of it. I don't know. But it was a cool piece, and it had such a great look to it that I couldn't turn it down. So let's check out some dump trucks. We'll start off with an International. Now, this dump truck actually was kind of one of those, at first saw it, I was like, yeah, that's not that old. But then I realized some of the stuff that we don't think is old is getting old. So, we're going to start checking some of these out. With the automatic dump. On this Ertl Transtar International. I really dig this truck. Tailgate flips open on it. This is probably, 70s era, I'm guessing. Kind of back when I was used to some of these. I don't remember this one. But you guys are digging this truck too. I really thought it was super great. I love the way the dump beds work. The hydraulic piston in them, not fast, not speedy, but it did the trick, and it actually made it look like it seriously worked. So, back of this one doesn't look too bad. I haven't washed it, haven't done anything with it. Horns are still here. They're faded. They were silver, but they're faded. Smokestack's not broke off. Front of this International, in-your-face cab over look. Sweet coolness in one place. I think you're right, Leo. I really thought this thing was super cool. Underside doesn't look terrible. It's been loved a little bit, played with a little bit. It does have all the original tires and wheels on it. We can start a hydraulic dump cylinder in there. We look up underneath here, we can see where it has the Ertl stamp in it. Big Job's got an Ertl semi-similar and a semi-tanker in the same setup. Frank's here with us. So I thought this thing was pretty cool. So there's the first dump truck for the night. Let's back it back in the hole. We'll get it back out here in a minute. As we pull out the next dump truck, this one is a little bit earlier, but still a super cool piece. So let's pull it out of the garage, out of the space here, and check it out. This is obviously earlier, cab over style. This is a Structo from the Toyland Construction Company. This is all original as well. Does have a little bit of fading on the paint. Original decals. It's been played with, but they're, again, not terribly hard. It's been pretty well preserved. You know, I'm saying this is 50s. No air brakes on this one, I don't think. You know, even the bed's pretty clean on it. In-gate dumps. One thing that's kind of different about this one, we got a hydraulic dump on the International. This is a mechanical dump. You had to operate it mechanically with this lever. John's here with us. We can see it's got a mechanical apparatus underneath this one. Pete, I need that to match the semi-livestock trailer. Yeah. So, not quite as high-tech as our hydraulic dump. But this is also, Big Guy 45 is here, a Friction. I don't think it works, but it was Friction originally. So this was Friction mechanical dump Structo. You can see the Structo on the frame up here. The lettering, there's the lettering, if you guys can make it out. The Toyland Construction Company, Structo Toys. Other than the tires, this thing is all metal as well. Plastic tires, hard plastic tires, everything else in this dump truck is all metal. Structo Toys, Freeport, Illinois. Chassis isn't even busted up. This was a pretty fancy toy for its day. So we've got the Structo cab over. We've got the Ertl International cab over. Some pretty cool toy dump trucks tonight. Leo's ready to buy. That along with our Stewart Warner Southwind heater parts cabinet. Big job. One semi-tractor, same cab, same guys polish out the cabs like a Bud wheel. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. See those customized trucks like that. So anyway, that's kind of what I had set out for tonight. We got a lot of cool stuff to get into. I've got toys over there. I've got signs over there. I've got toys in the other building that I brought back from the Hutch swap meet that we haven't checked out yet. So lots of cool stuff happening. But I knew this parts cabinet was going to take a few minutes. Leo, put oil on. And knew you guys would dig that. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's cool, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Unless I can find, just put it on the shelf and put knickknacks in it that I'm actually going to use. I do have some old cabinets like that over there in, you know, in my supply stuff, in my shop supplies that I do try to utilize because that's always cool. John uses old trucks like that for bookends for his repair manuals. That's not a bad plan either. Always a cool way to do it, just like we were talking about with the parts cabinet. If you can utilize some of this stuff in your shop and actually still put it to use without really hurting it or damaging it, but making your shop look cool, that's always important. So anyway, that's what I've got for tonight. I got a lot of work to do tonight, so I didn't want to run too long. I didn't want to get too much stuff out. It was pretty nice here today. It was probably close to 80 today. Isn't that your GMC driver back there? Oh, that Sonoma that I was driving is back there. It dropped a valve or broke a valve spring or something. So I haven't pulled the head off of it. I haven't pulled the valve cover off of it yet. I just went and bought another truck. So I have got to tear into that. Leo's digging the 5-gallon cans. I got plenty of those as well. Big Job loves the parts cabinet. Come in for handy for trinkets. That's kind of what I was thinking. But it's also kind of big and bulky. So I got to figure out what's going to be a good way to utilize it. So that or sell it, one or the other. It'd just be a pain to ship it because it's big and heavy. So Mark got his stuff. Great. Glad it got there safely. I shipped most everything today that was paid for, except Reno. I got Reno's payment today, so it didn't get out. It wasn't ready. But everybody that paid Sunday night or yesterday, it all went today. So that stuff is all on the way already. Just a few of them that came in today did not get done and get out today in time. So anyway, I think I'm going to jump off and get to work. We'll save some more of this stuff for next time. I got models, tow trucks, airplanes, signs. Oh, a service station. I got a cool service station over there. You can kind of see I'll block the service station so you can't see it for next time. But now you can kind of see the corner of the service station right there. John, watch the video on the Buddy's yard. Can't believe all those cars. Yeah, there's a ton of rust down in that yard where we're coming from. Any updates on the big job? Now, I did ship your sign and your plates, so that stuff is all on the way. But who won? Mark says, who won? Big Job won. Big Job was the big winner of the Delco sign this month. But, Mark, you're going to wait. I can't wait to see the next month's raffle. Big old pile of hood ornaments. So, anyway, real quick. Since you guys were asking, the red and white Ford. I got the next step. I've got a carb kit for it, and I need to pull the carb off. Dad's going to go through the carb. The radiator's leaking. I'm going to pull the radiator out and have it fixed. Those are the next two steps on the 78 F250 Super Cab that I've got sitting in here that I've been slowly working on, very slowly working on. But need to get, like I said, I've got the kit. Dad said just yank it off. He can do the carb kit and then get that radiator fixed. Then it should be able to at least move it around. Bill Wagaman made it. So that's the story on the red and white 78 F250. I'm planning to get back on that soon. It's been sitting there in the way for several months. But I need to get that carb fixed. Once I got the tanks put in it, of course, it fires right up, but then it won't stay running. I think there's some trash in that carb from all the trash that was in the tanks because I basically replaced everything from the filler neck gasket to the fuel line going into the carb has been replaced. So I think that there was just so much trash in those tanks that it got some trash in the carburetor throughout that process, and that's what I've got to do next is get that carb done. So that's in the process here soon, hopefully. Bill says hit the like button. Appreciate that. Anyway, if we've still got Lee on, Lee's internet. Remember we were all trying to figure out what happened to Lee the other night when we drew his name out of the hat, out of the big Buick can as a winner? His internet went down, so he missed it. So I know Lee said he was on a little bit ago. I hope you're still on, Lee. But yeah, Lee's internet crashed on the big night. So anyhow, I think we'll go ahead and get wrapped up. What's coming up? Tomorrow night, 62 Nova. 62 Nova two-door hardtop. Don't get too excited. It's rough. But there again, it is a two-door. I didn't have any of those early Novas in stock at all. So even though this car's rough, it was a big zero for what I had in stock. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Yep, Lee's still there. So now everyone knows what happened to you, Lee. So anyway, that's what's coming up tomorrow night. We'll get some more stuff for Friday for sure, and keep things on moving. So. And that's right, John. We definitely hope to see you all on Sunday night live chat, 7 o'clock Sunday evening. We'll have some more fun stuff. We're going to take another look at that big batch of hood ornaments that we're going to give away at the end of November. So please keep that in mind. A lot of you guys got into that right out of the gate this week, so I appreciate that. But super cool. 3 big, cool chrome hood ornaments to this month's winner. So definitely don't want to miss that. Pete's going to see you Sunday night. Glad you guys all stopped by tonight and hang out for a little bit. Check out some cool dump trucks and a cool parts cabinet. And it's got to figure out what I'm going to do with the parts cabinet. But the dump trucks I'm pretty jacked about. So thanks for being here tonight, everybody. Appreciate you swinging by. I'm going to get in the office, get some work done. Hope you guys all have a good week. And we will see you all Sunday night. Thanks for being here, everybody.